Hey Emma, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing to bring in more patients through your website. So you might be asking yourself, well, why is this guy just showing me this stuff for free? Can't I just go do it myself and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. But what I found is that most small businesses don't have the time to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learned in this video. But if you don't and you like what you see, then just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what am I actually talking about here? What is the goal of those strategies? And that is going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. And that is basically a word or phrase that someone is going to search for on Google when they want to purchase a service. So in the case of Coastal Medical Aesthetics, that might be something like Botox San Diego. I know you guys do, injectables. So we're going to use this as an example. But you could run this example for any of the services you provide. But here we go. I search for Botox San Diego on Google, and this is what comes up. So we have some paid ads at the top, basically pay Google, and they put you there. Not too many people click on those though. Then we have the map section, and finally, these are what's called the organic listings, right? These are basically the websites that show up without having to pay anything directly to Google. So we see at the top some of your competitors: SD Botox, Grossmont Dermatology, La Jolla Cosmetic. And if we scroll down, we can look for Coastal Medi, and we're getting that's the bottom of the first page, and don't see you guys. And yeah, so we're towards the bottom of the second page, and I don't see Coastal Medi anywhere on here, right? So what that means is that SD Botox, Grossmont Derm, these are getting all the website traffic from people searching for Botox San Diego. So then you got to ask, well, how many people are actually searching for this, right? Do I even care? And we can take a look at that. So this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It gives me search data. And I went ahead and searched Botox San Diego. And we can see here that keyword gets 1,400 searches every single month, right? And look, there's a whole list here, right? San Diego Botox, another 1,000. Botox in San Diego, another 900, right? So this is literally thousands of people every single month searching for just one of your services. And if you're not showing up on Google, then that means nobody's going to click your website when they're searching this stuff. So let's see which keywords you do show up for. So I went ahead and searched Coastal Medi in Ahrefs. We can see what comes up. And these are the keywords you show up for. We'll just go ahead and search or sort by position. And that's good. You show up number 1 for your business name, Coastal Med Spa, right? That's good. It's good to show up for your business name, but that basically means people already know about you, and these aren't going to be new customers, right? You might have already spoken with them. They might have been referred, but these aren't brand new customers. So if you look down this list, we're getting towards the bottom of the first page of Google here, right? The 7th. You have some decent keywords, right? Aesthetic San Diego, but that's only 30 searches, right? And if we scroll down here, you're getting low onto the 2nd and 3rd page of Google. No one's really scrolling that far for these, and they don't have very high volume anyway. So let's take a look at your competitor and see how they compare. So this is sdbotox.com. We'll look at their keywords. And look what they're showing up for, right? Botox San Diego, 1,400 searches. SD Botox, another 1,200. And they're in the top 1 or 2 positions for all of these, right? We're already up to like 4,000 for these local keywords, right? This is people in San Diego looking for this service, and they're always right at the top. So how can you beat them out for these top positions, right? Well, that comes back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. So the first of those is going to be the content on your website. And what that means is literally the words you have on your website. And what Google wants to see from its top businesses is at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. So if we look at Coastal Medi, we can scroll down. The website looks nice, pretty professional, but not too many words, right? You probably only have 200, maybe 300. And, not as many as Google wants to see. And I'm not sure if it's using, right, the other thing is you want to be using those keywords that you're targeting, like Botox San Diego, right? So we can search for that. So that doesn't show up anywhere on here. Okay, so let's take a look at that competitor SD Botox. So here's their website, and they have a little bit more content. See, we'll scroll to the bottom. And, they have more content than you guys, but still not that much, right? So that's actually a good thing. That means that if we just add that minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words, SD Botox is not going to be tough to beat out, right? We're going to be winning in the content department. All right, so let's take a look at the second strategy, and that's going to be what's called backlinks. So a backlink is basically when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google, number 1, that you're a credible business, and number 2, that you're relevant to whatever those linking websites are talking about. Right? So you want to have a lot of backlinks, and especially ones that come from websites maybe that talk about Botox or talk about medical spas. So we can see here that you have 34 backlinks, right? So that's a good start. But let's look at your competitor. So SD Botox has 575 backlinks, right? So they have way more. So right there, you can see one of the main reasons that they're probably beating you out for all these keywords, right? They have all these backlinks. And what we can do is we can look at their backlinks, right? We can go through this list and copy every single one of these. You can go to this website and get you a link from that site. And then not only that, once we've matched what they're doing, we can add 100, 200 more backlinks and just keep adding them so that we're not just matching them, we're blowing them out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. One more thing I want to mention is what's called the map pack. So I'm sure you've seen this or a service on Google, and this map section comes up. You got the map image right here, and then a few featured businesses. It looks like SD Botox has all of these locked up, so they're really going hard on this stuff. But this is going to be really important because these 3 featured businesses get about 30% of the traffic that comes from searches like this, right? So it's really important to be in these top 3. So how can you do that, right? How can you get in those top 3? And one strategy we like to use is called citations. And a citation is basically like a backlink except a Google Maps profile. So what we can do is we can look at SD Botox and we can, again, just match the citations that they have and then add a bunch more so that we're just blowing them out. And then on top of that, we can go through your Google Maps profile, optimize all the different fields they let you fill out, and optimize your images so that they're pointing to the right place, right? They're pointing to you guys, and Google knows that Coastal Medi is the spot for Botox in San Diego. All right, so those are the 3 things I wanted to mention. Again, that's going to be the content on your website, 1,500 to 2,000 words. It's going to be your backlinks, right? We want to make sure we're matching your competitor and just going above and beyond to make sure we have way more backlinks than them. And then finally, we want to get you in those top 3 spots in the Google Maps section so that you're getting that extra traffic. All right, Emma, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. And if it was, just give me a call or shoot me an email using the information here, and we can talk about the next steps. All right.